The main question arises, are killer robots illegal in war? Do you agree with it? So if they are illegal, the obvious thing is they will be banned. What do have the UN say about this? Are they really a threat to humanity? Want to know everything? Then Future World Technology is here to tell you everything. A group of people from the United Nations in Geneva can't agree on whether or not to ban weapons that don't need a person to pull the trigger. The conflict in Ukraine is complicating matters. These aren't the drones that bring your online order. They are packed with cameras, sensors, and explosives, and their mission is to push themselves to a target with an algorithm in the driver's seat. They destroy both themselves and the target, leaving nothing but a pile of broken electronics. These kinds of weapons are showing up less and less in science fiction movies and more in ads for the companies that make them. Starting today, 80 countries will meet in Geneva for a United Nations conference to talk about whether or not to ban them, or at least make the rules for them stricter. Autonomous weapons can choose and strike targets on their own, as their name suggests. Piloted drones and other weapons, on the other hand, are controlled by a person far away. The latest advances in machine learning and artificial intelligence are being used by arms makers to make new weapons. At a UN conference, they were called autonomous weapons systems that can kill. Some people say they are killer robots. They can look like drones, cars on land, or submarines. Some countries want to ban self-driving weapons because they say that an algorithm must never decide whether someone lives or dies. Other countries want rules about how to use autonomous weapons that are more or less binding and give humans a role in making decisions. Since 2014, the UN has already been going to meet twice a year to talk about it. The United States, Russia, and China are really the loudest voices against a complete ban on autonomous weapon systems or rules that make it impossible to use them. Russia put a stop to the last meeting, which was supposed to happen in March, by not agreeing to the agenda. At that time, Russia had already been in Ukraine for a few weeks. Vanessa Vos, who studied armed drones at the German Armed Forces University in Munich, asks, who is responsible if an autonomous weapon makes a mistake and possibly did commit a war crime? Many of these questions don't seem to be answered by the Geneva talks, and Russia's war in Ukraine has also added to the confusion. For some, this is more proof that these weapons should be banned. Some people see the war as another sign that it's pointless to try. Usman Nur, who did work for the campaign to stop killer robots, said that there is evidence that Russia is using weapons that can fight on its own in this conflict. The NGO wants these weapons to be made illegal. That could make people realize that these weapons need to be regulated right away before they are sold all over the world. Reports say that the US has sent the Ukrainian army a few tactical kamikaze drones that can be controlled from a distance or can find their own targets. AI experts have long warned about how easy it is to make a large number of small, armed drones that any IT student could program. What do you know the surprising part? Germany is putting more money into armed drones. Because of the war in Ukraine, countries are spending more money on their military and buying new weapons. Germany is borrowing an extra $102 billion to add to its defense budget. Some of this money could be used to buy fleets of armed drones or other high-tech weapon systems that use AI. According to observers at the Geneva negotiations, Germany's delegates have been reluctant to adopt a firm stance. Few people think that the multilateral talks will lead to a ban or any rules that must be followed. There are reports that autonomous weapons are already being used on the battlefield, making it more important than ever to find a solution. That's all for today. Hope you all liked our video. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of our incredible videos. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.